Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Saturday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, guys. Turn on those notification bells. And yeah, sign up with FanDuel. They've got a nice opening week, 500,000 home run jackpot. As long as you pick players that score home runs, you're going to get a bunch of bonus bets. So take advantage of that. Pretty cool promo FanDuel has there. They also have a profit boost today for your parlay. So take advantage of that. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Monster slate today. First matchup, we've got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at minus 160. The Brewers plus 130 with the over-under at 8.5. Brewers coming into this matchup 0-1. The Yankees 1-0. Pitching for the Brewers is Nestor Cortez with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Yankees is Max Fried. Cortez obviously getting his revenge after playing for the Yankees for many years. Cortez, his last 3 starts, given up 6 total runs. Obviously hasn't played. Let's see. Cortez against the Yankees. The last 2 times he's pitched against, I don't know how accurate this is. I could be wrong. Yeah, he has not pitched against the Yankees because he's been with the Yankees. That makes total sense. Reed, his last, his last 3 starts against Milwaukee, he's given up 3 and 1 runs. Nothing too crazy there. We saw Yankees get the season opener win in the first game, beating Milwaukee 4-2. Yeah, Yankees just looked solid, offensively. Brewers didn't really get anything going. Had nothing offensively that looked great, to be honest. They're just 1-4 against the Yankees. Yankees 6-3 at home. The overs hit in 6 of their last 8 against the Brewers. No over last game though, just because the offense just wasn't there from the Brewers. I don't know. Nestor Cortez, I feel like the Yankees probably light him up today. I'm going to take the Yankees at home. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Angels versus Chicago White Sox. Angels opening up as road favorites at minus 165. The White Sox plus 140 with the over-under at 8.5. Angels coming into this matchup 0-1. The White Sox 1-0. Pitching for the Angels is Jose Soriano. Pitching for the White Sox is Jonathan Cannon. Soriano, his last 3 starts, he's only given up 3 total runs. Cannon, his last 3, he's given up 8. Soriano has not played against the White Sox. And then Cannon pitched twice last season against the Angels. His most recent game, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Then he had a 4-run game in his second game. Angels losing to. They didn't just lose to the White Sox. They got killed 8-1 in the opener. Nice opener from the White Sox here. I did not expect them to do what they did last game. The Angels 0-7 right now. Obviously heading back from last season. So no momentum heading into the season. Losing to the White Sox is not how you want to start the season off for the Angels. They're 1-9 on the road. 1-5 on the road against the White Sox. They've been bad against Chicago. Chicago 6-0 at home, 5-1 at home against LA. The unders hit in 5 of their last 6 against LA here. Crazy, but I'm liking Chicago. I wish I'd have been a part of them last game, but yeah, the Angels, man, surprising they looked worse than the White Sox. So I'll take the White Sox plus 1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Twins opening up as road favorites at minus 125. The Cardinals plus 105 with the over-under at 7.5. Twins coming into this matchup 0-1. The Cardinals 1-0. Pitching for the Twins is Joe Ryan. Pitching for the Cardinals is Eric Fedde. Ryan, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Fedde, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 10 strikeouts. Ryan pitched against them in 2023, where he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Fedde, he pitched 3 times against Minnesota last season, only gave up 2 runs, pitching about 6 innings too. in 3 games, which is really good. Minnesota, yeah, losing their opener to St. Louis. Nice game from St. Louis here. And Minnesota 1-5 on the road. They're just 2-4 against St. Louis. St. Louis 8-2 at home. Finished the season strong last season at home here. And I like that they're dogs. Getting dogs today. Joe Ryan, I don't know. Didn't look that great. Eric Fetty played really good games against Minnesota last season. Yeah, I'll take the Cardinals plus 1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at minus 125. Baltimore plus 105 with the over-under at 8.5. Both teams coming into this matchup 1-1. Pitching for Baltimore is Dean Kramer. Pitching for Toronto is Max Scherzer. Kramer, his last 3 starts, he's given up 6 total runs. One of those games he gave up 4 runs there. Scherzer, his last 3 starts, he's given up 6 total runs as well. Kramer pitched 1 time against Toronto last season. He pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Scherzer, he pitched twice against Baltimore last season. Gave up 6 total runs. Not the greatest games against Baltimore last year. Yeah, baseball, listen, baseball is just, it's the weirdest sport ever. Nothing else tops baseball because you got Baltimore beating Toronto 12-2 in the opener and then getting smacked yesterday 8-2. It's just crazy. There is no medium like in baseball. It's either it's going to be like a blowout win or like a blowout loss. It's so hard to pick like an underdog to cover. It's just so freaking hard just because the games are so lopsided. It was nice to see Toronto actually come out and do something yesterday as opposed to what happened in the first game. Pretty good pitching matchup, I think. We'll see what Scherzer's like. You know, hasn't been the greatest against Baltimore here. Can Toronto sustain a 2-game stretch? Because they looked really good yesterday. And it's like, are we going to get consistency from either team early on? I don't know. I'm going to follow the trend right now. And in a pick'em game, I'm going to take Baltimore today. They're slight dogs today. So I'll take Baltimore plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Washington Nationals. Phillies opening up as road favorites at minus 160. The Nationals plus 130 with the over-under at 8.5. Phillies coming into this matchup 1-0. The Nationals 0-1. Pitching for the Phillies is Jesus Luzardo. And then pitching for the Nationals is Jake Irvin. Luzardo, his last 3 starts, he's given up 13 runs. He had a 9-run game. That's why it's pretty high. Irvin, his last 3 starts, he's given up 12 total runs here. Let's see, Luzardo pitched once last year against them. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Irvin, he pitched 3 times against the Phillies last season, gave up 6, 4, and 4. So, I mean, he had brutal games against the Phillies last year. The Phillies looked good in the opener, beat Washington 7-3. Phillies 8-3 against Washington. The overs hit in 4 of their last 5 on the road. Yeah, I gotta take the Phillies here. I do not like Irvin on the mound. Really struggled against the Phillies last season. I'll take the Phillies on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Kansas City Royals. Royals opening up as home favorites at minus 125. The Guardians plus 105 with the over-under at 8. The over-under at 8.5. Guardians coming into this matchup 1-0. The Royals 0-1. Pitching for the Guardians is Gavin Williams with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Royals is Seth Lugo. Williams, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts, given up 6 in his last 3 games. Lugo's given up 3 in his last 3 starts. Williams, he pitched twice last year against the Royals, only gave up 3 runs on 2 starts, which was really good. Lugo, he pitched 3 times against Cleveland last year. His last 2 were good. He gave up 6 total runs, but his last 2 against them, he only gave up 1 run. Cleveland, they're coming off a Royals win yesterday or the day before. Nice underdog win to start their season out. Cleveland 4-1 against the Royals. So they've actually been pretty good head-to-head. The Royals 0-9 at home. Kind of a tough stat there. It's been a long time since they've won at home here. And yeah, I don't know. You're getting Guardians plus money on the road. I think they're a decent dog. Royals just can't win at home here. And yeah, I'll take a shot with Guardians plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays opening up as home favorites at minus 200. The Rockies plus 170 with the over-under at 8. Colorado coming into this matchup 0-1. The Rays 1-0. Pitching for the Rockies is, Antonio Senzatella and then Zach Littell for the Rays. Senzatella, his last 3 starts, he's given up 9 runs. Littell, his last 3 starts, he's only given up 3 runs. Senzatella has not pitched against the Rays. And then Littell, he pitched one time against Colorado last year. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. The Rockies losing a tough one to Tampa Bay, 3-2. Colorado 1-9 on the road against Tampa, 1-6 against Tampa, where they've been really bad. The unders hit in Tampa, 6 of their last 6 at home here. Yeah, I like Littell on the mound. Really good head-to-head matchup last time they played, and it was pretty decent last year. I'll take the Rays at home today. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Miami Marlins. Pirates opening up as road favorites at minus 125. The Marlins plus 105 with the over-under at 8.5. Pirates coming into this matchup 1-1. The Marlins also 1-1. Pitching for the Pirates is Bailey Falter. Pitching for the Marlins is Valente Belazzo. Let's see. Falter, his last 3 starts, he's given up 10 total runs. Belazzo, his last 3 starts, he's given up 7 total runs. Falter, he pitched twice last season against Miami. His last one, he gave up no runs and then gave up 6 the game prior. Belazzo pitched once against Pittsburgh last year, pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 2 strikeouts. Pitt coming off a Miami win yesterday, 4-3 in a close one. Both these games have been very close. Pitt's been very good against Miami here. 9-1 against Miami, which is kind of surprising. The over sit in 5 of their last 6 on the road against Miami. Am I sold on the pitching from Pittsburgh? I don't know, not really. Falter he had that one game where he did struggle against them last year. I don't know. Belazzo had a good start against them last time. I'm just not sold on the Pirates unless Paul Skeens is on the mound, to be honest. It's too early to tell. I'll take the Marlins plus 1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus Cincinnati Reds. Reds opening up as home favorites at minus 125. The Giants plus 105 with the over-under at 8.5. Giants coming into this matchup 1-0. The Reds 0-1. Let's see. Pitching for the Giants is Justin Verlander. Pitching for the Reds is Nick Lodolo. Verlander, his last 3 starts, he's given up 11 runs. Obviously, been with the Astros for years. Lodolo, his last 3 starts, he's given up 16 runs in his last 3 starts. Verlander, even against the Reds, he pitched last season. He pitched against them once, gave up 5 runs. Lodolo last season against the Giants, his only game he played against them, he gave up 4 runs. The Giants beating the Reds 6-4 in their opener. They are 5-1 against Cincinnati, 10-5 on the road against Cincinnati, where they've been really good. 6-1 on the road. The overs hit in 4 of their last 5 against San Francisco here. This one's tough. Both pitchers, I don't know. They've given up a lot of runs here. So we're gonna see what happens with the pitching today with both these teams. I don't know. Verlander been getting lit up a lot last year. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. We've been seeing a lot of game twos go pretty lopsided. So I think the Reds bounce back today. I would take Cincinnati at home. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as slight home favorites at -115. Boston -105 with the over/under at 9. Both teams coming into this matchup 1-1. Pitching for the Red Sox is Walker Buehler. Pitching for the Rangers is Tyler Mahle. Buehler, his last 3 starts, he's only given up 6 runs. 2 of those were no-run games. Mahle, his last 3 starts, he's given up 7 runs. Buehler, he pitched once against the Rangers last year, only gave up 2 runs. Then Mahle, his last season against Boston, he only gave up 2 runs. Both teams splitting a game so far. Boston losing 1-4 last game. They're still good against the Rangers, 12-6 against the Rangers. This is what's tough. I mean, you got to kind of find the edge and the pitching edge, really, because these games are so lopsided. Walker Buehler, we'll see what he looks like. New addition, obviously, from the Dodgers. Both pitchers, I mean, identical kind of games here, giving up about 2 runs. I don't know. Not enough for me to really take Boston, to be honest. So I think I'm going to take the Rangers at home today. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus San Diego Padres. Braves opening up as road favorites at -140. The Padres +120 with the over/under at 8. Braves coming into this matchup 0-2. The Padres 2-0. Pitching for the Braves is Spencer Schwellenbach. Pitching for the Padres is Randy Vasquez. Schwellenbach, his last 3 starts, he's only given up 3 runs. He was very good last season. Vasquez, his last 3 starts, he's given up 11 runs. He is coming off a 0-run game. Schwellenbach, he pitched 1 time against the Padres last season. He only gave up 1 run. Vasquez pitched twice against them, gave up 2 and 3 runs. Atlanta losing a close one yesterday to the Padres, 4-3. A tough 0-2 start for them. 1-5 on the road. They're 1-5 against the Padres. 1-5 on the road against the Padres, where they've struggled. And I'm liking Padres as a dog today. Schwellenbach, very good last year, but this is a very good Padres team. Vasquez had good starts against Atlanta last season. I'll take the Padres +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we've got the Chicago Cubs versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at -120. The Cubs +100 with the over/under at 8.5. Cubs coming into this matchup 1-3. Arizona 1-1. Pitching for the Cubs is Shota Imanaga. Pitching for Arizona is Brandon Pfaadt. Imanaga, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. That was against the Dodgers in their opener. Pfaadt, his last 3 starts, he's given up 6 total runs last season. Imanaga played them last year. 1 time, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 10 strikeouts. And Pfaadt, his last 2 starts last season against Chicago, has only given up 2 total runs. Yeah, Cubs losing 8-1 yesterday. Bad game from the Cubs. Nice win from Arizona. Nice bounce back from them. Cubs just 6-13 against Arizona. 2-4 against the National League. Arizona, the unders hit in 10 of their last 15 against the Cubs here. This one's tough. Cubs, Imanaga looked really good. And I don't know. I think it's a good spot for the Cubs. This is kind of the trend I've been seeing just so far with these few days. After a team gets blown out, they just come out and blow out the team the day before. That's just what I've been seeing a lot of. So I'll take Cubs +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -125. The Mets +105 with the over/under at 8.5. Both teams coming into this matchup 1-1. Pitching for the Mets is Griffin Canning. Pitching for the Astros is Spencer Arrighetti. Canning, his last 3 starts, he's given up 6 total runs. One of them was against Houston. His last game against Houston, he gave up 4 runs. Arrighetti, he's given up 6 runs in his last 3 starts. Yeah, Canning pitched 3 times against them last season. Gave up 4, 3, and 2 runs. And then Arrighetti has not pitched against them. The Mets beating Houston yesterday 3-1. Nice win from the Mets. The Mets just 2-11 on the road against Houston. 3-12 against Houston. Overall, they haven't been that great against Houston here. Canning. Yeah, not the best starts against them. Definitely gives up a good bit of runs here. And I think it's a nice bounce back from Houston. And I'm going to take the Astros today. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -220. Detroit plus 180 with the over-under at 8. Detroit coming into this matchup 0-2. The Dodgers 4-0. Pitching for Detroit is Reese Olson. Pitching for the Dodgers is Roki Sasaki with an ERA at 3.0. Olson, his last 3 starts, he's given up 4 total runs. And against the Dodgers, he pitched last in 2023. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 5 strikeouts. Sasaki pitched in as the opener against the Cubs, pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. You know, pretty good game there in his few innings. Detroit, 2 tough losses against the Dodgers, losing 8-5 yesterday. And Dodgers they're looking sharp. I will say the Dodgers, they've been getting off to slow starts these games against Detroit, but they've been closing strong. And against the Dodgers, man, you can get up early, get some runs on them, but you got to play a full game to beat the Dodgers. And the Dodgers, they usually takes them a little bit. They're either hot early on or it takes them a while, and they have an inning or two where they're just crushing everything. And that's pretty much what happens. You got to be sharp against them. Detroit just 3-6 against the Dodgers, 1-5 on the road against the Dodgers. Dodgers 7-1 at home. Sasaki looked really good on the mound in his few innings, you know. And I just got to take the Dodgers. Hard for me to bet against them. They're already 4-0. Already been a moneymaker so far at home. I'll take Dodgers in this one. Then the last matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -160. Oakland plus 130 with the over-under at 7. Oakland coming into this matchup 1-1. Seattle also 1-1. Pitching for Oakland is Osvaldo Bido. And then pitching for Seattle is Bryce Miller. Bido, his last 3 starts, he's given up 7 total runs. Miller, he's only given up 2 total runs in his last 3. Bido pitched against them last season. 1 time he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Miller pitched against them once last season, only gave up 2 runs. Oakland. Baseball's just weird, man. It's crazy. Oakland shutting them out yesterday, 7-0. Just Seattle had 0 offense yesterday, and that's just how it goes in baseball. Sadly, Oakland 1-6 against Seattle, 1-5 on the road against Seattle. That's one of their first ones against Seattle in a long time. Seattle 16-4 at home against Oakland, 4-1 at home. I just think I gotta trust Seattle with a bounce back. No offense yesterday. I think they bring the offense out today, and they could definitely light Bido up. I'll take the Mariners at home. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.